Sean's going.
All right, ready?
Yep, go ahead.
Welcome back to the second podcast. Today, I'm joined by Sean and Ryan. How you guys doing?
Hi.
What's up?
Pretty good.
Good.
Yes, today we're going to be doing our next year's playoff predictions. So, who wants to start off?
I'll kick it off. A little bit of hot take.
All right, let's hear it.
Well, actually, I'll take that back, but it's not hot yet, but it gets hotter. Starting out on the NFC side, I had the Packers in the NFC. Again.
At the 1 seed, right?
At the 1 seed, yeah. I don't know. Just there are a lot of teams that are up and coming, but I just don't see anybody dethroning them quite yet. No.
Yeah, I agree.
NFC
I agree, though.
Game, that's a different story. But
I agree.
That's just like me. I have the Packers at 1 seed, too, so.
yeah, I mean, I think it's a fairly consensus thing. Anybody care to go next, or am I still on the board here?
Yeah, you're still on.
I'm still up. All right, so
How about you go from backwards? Do lower seed, higher seed.
okay, that's a better idea. So
It builds up the suspense.
Yeah. Okay, I can mess with it. So, just missing the playoffs, I have the Vikings, and then here's a hot take: I have the Cowboys at 8, just missing.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want to make it. Like, I was honestly trying to figure out a way to put them in, but I don't see them winning the division. I think Washington has the division. Their defense is just too freaking insane. Plus the fact if they can get J.C. Horn in the draft or one of those young guys in the first round, I mean, their defense is just insane. I think Washington wins the division, and just there were too many other teams that I think would make it over the Cowboys.
I could agree.
It was hard to make them miss, but you got to do what you got to do.
I could agree with that, but the football team doesn't have a lethal offense yet. I mean, Dak Prescott is in return. I mean, he's not a bad quarterback, but he also has a lot of weapons. And the Cowboys will also build their defense during the draft. So, I mean, that's what you think.
They will. And like I said, I love the Cowboys coming next season. Like, I am a huge Dak fan. I think when healthy, he's a top 5 quarterback and everything. But I don't know, man. I mean, just Scary Terry, if they get Rashad Bateman, Alex Smith proved to play pretty solid.
Yeah.
You can get a quarterback later in the draft, or you can even go after, like, Fitz or something like that in free agency, or even Darnold, hell. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Washington wins the division, so.
I mean, it's kind of realistic because every single offseason you hear experts saying that the Cowboys will win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's every year.
And then they go 8-8.
Yeah.
Like, the only team they talk about during the offseason is the Cowboys. Like, basically.
Really. And living in Dallas, I guess the Cowboys are kind of like my second team if I were to have to choose one, but it's the same thing every year.
So my 2 teams missing the playoffs in the NFC are the Cardinals at 9, and then I got Washington at 8 because of their offense situation. Yeah, Ryan, what about you?
The Cardinals at 9 and the Bears at 8.
Okay, do you have Watson going to the Bears? Or you just think they're going to be better?
Don't. No, I think they'll be better.
Okay.
Okay. I respect that.
In the last spot in the playoffs, I got the Vikings at 7. They got a young offense. I mean, Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook. Kirk Cousins is underrated, but their defense needs a little work. Their defense does need a little work, specifically secondary, because I think Harris.
Same thing.
Yeah. I mean, they're
Vikings at 7.
I can respect that, and I'm a huge Jets fan and everything, but I mean, you got Danielle Hunter coming back healthy, hopefully this season. So, I mean, I definitely see where you're coming from, but I have been just missing.
Even last year, I had the Vikings making the playoffs. Like, they should be better than they are, without a doubt. That's like the Falcons, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the Falcons, their offense is insane, but, like, they just can't do anything.
Yeah, no, and I've said this in my mock draft podcast a couple weeks ago. The Falcons are far too talented to be picking in the top 5. And so just the fact that they have that pick and they can either A, pick somebody who is a top 5 draft pick to add your stacked roster, or B, trade out of it and get future draft assets. I mean,
Yeah.
huge for them. They're in a great spot.
I just can't trust, like, Matt Ryan, though. He's like, I don't know.
Rocking with Matty Ice?
Bro,
No,
Matt.
I'm not.
Even as a Panthers fan, I mess with Matty Ice.
I mean, he puts up insane yards every game, like 400 plus.
I mess with Matty Ice a lot. But, I mean, I know there's going to be
Defense
a
is
lot of...
trash.
Their defense is trash. I mean, they just got AJ Terrell last draft, so they can probably build around that guy. I mean, they still have Deion Jones, who's reaching the point where he's going to retire soon. Maybe.
Well, they have Grady Jarrett. That's like.
Oh, yeah. And Grady Jarrett. All right. Ryan, your 7th seed was the Vikings, too?
Yeah, I had that as well.
So,
all right.
My 7th seed, I had the Niners at 7.
Okay.
I mean...
I have the Niners at 6.
Getting everybody back healthy. You obviously were in Super Bowl talks this year. Stuff didn't work out. Our good buddy Jimmy G is still there. But, I mean, it's a great team. And especially if you can trade up and make a move to get a guy like Lance or something like that, I'm a fan.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't think their defense it's not going to be the same, I don't think. Coming back from injury.
I think Sherman's aging, but
I think Sherman's a free agent. People are saying he's going to leave. Yeah, right?
Nah, he is 100%. He's leaving 100%.
Yeah, he's leaving.
He already said goodbye pretty much.
But in my mock draft...
Because clears up a ton of cap.
Right.
And in my mock draft, I have the 49ers drafting J.C. Horn out of South Carolina, so I guess that's his replacement.
There you go.
Yeah, but I think the 49ers...
So,
you talk.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I still think the 49ers...
I was going to move to 6th seed, so you go.
Yeah, I still think the 49ers need a different quarterback. I don't think Jimmy G is Super Bowl material. I don't think he can win one. He could definitely make it there, but I don't think he can just win one.
Yeah, and he proved that in 2019. So.
And he doesn't really have any lethal weapons. I mean, Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk. They just need that one more piece. That's just like the Ravens, too. They have the offense. They just don't have receivers.
Yeah.
But, yeah. All right, Ryan, you were saying?
So, at the 6th seed, that's where I have the Niners. Because I think, obviously, we get everyone back healthy. I think Nick Bosa is going to have comeback player of the year season. And I think in the draft, we're going to take Rashawn Slater to make the O-line a lot better.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I don't necessarily think Jimmy's going to be, like, really good. But with Kittle, Deebo, and Ayuk, and Mostert, like, it's just, he works really well with them, and with all the yak they have, I think the offense will work really well. And we'll definitely, hopefully, re-sign a lot of players on defense since we have a lot of free agents, like our corners. I think maybe with we have a lot of picks in this draft, so I feel like we could pick up a few corners in the later rounds that could end up being steals to help the defense.
I mean, you're a 49ers fan, so I guess you know more.
I mean, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. You watch them every week.
Mm-hmm.
So our 5th seed, I got the Rams at 5th. People saying...
I didn't say my...
Oh, you didn't say your 6th?
Ooh.
All right.
My 6th seed is the other NFC West team. That's where I have Seattle.
Okay.
Kind of just the same situation as last year. Only not winning the division because of a certain somebody who got traded from a certain Motor City. But no, I mean, they're still going to make the playoffs. Like, it's still DK, Lockett, Wilson. Like, it's still a great team, and it's just work on the defense a little bit in the draft. Maybe try and trade up into, like, the late first round or something like that. And,
Yeah.
Who really knows?
I'll explain the Seahawks when we get to the Seahawks.
Yeah, no, I'll let the Seahawks take care of that one. But
Yeah.
I had the Seahawks in the 6.
All right, that's respectable. 5th seed, I got the Rams. I mean, Stafford just got there, but we don't really know how he's going to do there. We just don't know. I mean, he does have better coaches. He does have more targets. He does have the best defense in the league. So I have him going 10-6 though. 10-6 or 11-5.
I'd have to look at their schedule, but that sounds pretty reasonable to me.
Yeah. Ryan, who do you got?
For 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5. I have the Seahawks. Pretty much everything Sean said.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move to 4. The divisional winner.
Y'all are just skipping over me.
Dude,
I'm messing. You're totally good. But who's ready for a hot take?
I am.
This is one that is going to get me absolutely slandered. This is one that is going to get me called, you don't watch football, you don't know anything, stop it right now. Y'all just got to hear me out, okay?
I got you.
5th seed. Where I have Tampa.
Tampa. I thought you were going to say...
Interesting.
Bro, you don't watch... Dude,
So-
Sean, you don't watch football. Like,
I
just leave this podcast for right... No, I'm kidding. Just go. Just explain.
No, but so I think now, this has always been Tom Brady. I mean, there are a few seasons obviously where you can pick out, right? But for the most part, Tom Brady has kind of been, and especially later in his career, we've seen he's average. You know, really. I mean, still obviously a top 10 quarterback, but he's pretty good during the regular season, and then he just turns it on during the playoffs, and they make a really good playoff run. Right?
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
think that's what happens this year. They still have a really good season, don't get me wrong, and they're still going to be like the top wild card team. But because of something I'll touch on later, that is 100% without a doubt complete bias. I think that they're going to end up going, they'll still go 10-6, 11-5, but something we'll touch on a little bit later that I think will dethrone them of the division.
All right. Interesting.
Oh.
All right, so now we're moving on to the divisional winners of the NFC. 4th seed, I got the Cowboys. I kind of already explained why. So if you guys want to say your 4th seed, go ahead.
4th seed, or you want me to go?
Yeah, you can go.
Okay. 4th seed, I actually have the Giants.
Ooh.
Now,
Jack.
I don't believe in Daniel Jones at all. I think he's terrible.
Facts.
But their defense is very good. And Saquon coming back, he's going to prove why he's top 5, potentially top 3. Because there's kids in my comments saying he's not top 5.
He's number
So,
1, though. I think he's number 1.
I mean, I think I put him at 3 or 4. Can't remember.
I would probably put him at 2 or 3.
Yeah, okay.
3.
But yeah, I think Daniel Jones will improve a little bit as much as I think he's so bad. And I think they're going to win the division.
Okay.
You know what? I mean, we very well could see a 2017 Rams kind of thing where it's just the defense carries them to a Super Bowl. Or
True.
not a Super Bowl, but the playoffs at least, win the division. But along that same vein, I think we touched on this earlier, I had Washington winning the division pretty much for that reason. The defense is just absolutely insane. Chase Young is going to be a top 10, maybe even top 5 edge rusher this year.
Yeah.
And that defense is just nuts.
Ryan, what record do you have the Giants going? Did you do that, or?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I have to look at their schedule.
I mean, their schedule, I looked at all their schedules. Their schedule is tough. I think they play... Damn, I forgot what divisions they play, but it's a tough schedule. It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
3rd seed, I have my Seahawks win division. I'm going to tell you why. First of all, Russell Wilson's not leaving. Kids, learn your facts.
What do you mean? He's going to New Orleans. Duh. They're only $100 million in cap.
Yeah.
He's going to the 49ers.
Nah, he's going to the Bears. All right. The draft is coming up too. We don't have a 1st-round pick, but even with our 2nd-round pick, we're still going to get linemen. That's our main problem. And our defense.
That's a huge.
That's
a huge thing. Is that this, as somebody who's been focused on the draft since like week 11, because as a 5-11 team, there's nothing else to focus on.
Yeah.
This line class is so deep that you'll get dudes.
There is. It is really
in
deep.
the 2nd and 3rd rounds,
Mhm.
even in the 4th round, I would say that could arguably be 1st-round talents like any other year.
Yeah, and we also got free agency. But people always talk about our defense too. Like, beginning of the year, we were supposed to have the best defense, without a doubt. Like, Jamal Adams come to Seahawks, everyone's like, yo, holy shit, their team's going to be really good. But people overhate Jamal Adams. He's not a bad safety. They watch one bad coverage, and they're like, oh my god, this guy's ass. But
He's definitely not a bad safety. I just can't see people defending him still saying he's the top safety in the league.
yeah.
I agree with that.
3 or top.
Yeah, he is a good safety. But it's our defensive coordinator, Ken Norton, I think his name is, and Pete Carroll.
That dude's bad.
Yeah, that's why. Like, we have every position on our defense is set. We have Carlos Dunlap, Shaquille Griffin, Quandre Diggs, Wagner and Wright. Like, Ken Norton, like, what the hell are you doing, man? Like, how could you not make that defense a Super Bowl defense? And Pete Carroll focuses more on offense, so hopefully next season he focuses more on defense. And then we'll be like the Legion of Boom all over again. But I have him at 3, at 11-5.
The yellow bee takes me back to my Madden 15 days.
Hell yeah. And people still say we're going to get Richard Sherman. Maybe. Who do you guys have at 3?
For 3, now this is another little. All my top like 3 were all hot takes. I just realized that. For 3, I actually have Los Angeles.
The Rams?
I had the Rams. Yeah, the Rams win the division, get the 3rd. I think I was trying to convince myself that they would get 4th and Washington would beat them out, but I just don't see it. Obviously, were they really a quarterback away? I mean, that's kind of up for you to decide. I think there's definitely weapons on the offense. Cam Akers was a beast this year.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp is always super solid. Robert Woods, obviously. So there's things on the offense that are looking good. But obviously it's the defense, right? Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. Shall I say more? I mean, the defense is just insane. And now that they have that quarterback that can win games for them, it's not Jared Goofball. Shout out to Guru Griff. It's not Jared Goofball Goff. I think it's dangerous.
Yeah.
I have the Rams at 3 as well.
Okay.
I think Stafford's going to do really well.
I think he's going to do really well.
I still think he's going to do well too, but we're winning our division.
Teach their own.
At the 2 seed, I have the Bucks. Tom Brady is going to win another Super Bowl, maybe. I'm not going to say my Super Bowl predictions. But their defense is insane. You saw in that Super Bowl, their front 7 is crazy good. And their offense, they probably have one of the most complete rosters in the NFL right now.
Yeah, I could see that. Now, this was another thing that I forgot to touch on when I had the Bucks there at 5, was that they're losing a lot of pieces to free agency. They're going to re-sign a good amount of them, but, like, you're not going to be able to re-sign Chris Godwin, Shaq Barrett, Levante David, like, Antonio Brown. There's going to be a lot of pieces that they end up walking.
That's true. I do have the Bucks at 2 as well. And that main reason is because of Tom Brady. I've learned never to bet on him, even though he's still really old.
Yeah, no, you can't bet against him. No,
I mean, he proved me wrong a lot this year. And depending on who they do re-sign, my prediction could change. But as of now, I'd have him at 2.
That's fair.
Who you guys is...
My two. I tried to leave bias out of it. But damn it, when you got a chance to get a guy like Deshaun Watson,
oh my god,
bro.
How do you not?
Dude.
2 seed Carolina Panthers. Hear me out.
Oh my god.
If we get Deshaun Watson, we have one of, if not the easiest schedule in the league. I think we play like the NFC East, and I think we play like the AFC South or something. Playing garbage teams.
You're in the NFC South.
Or the NFC East, sorry. And the AFC South. Just playing some garbage teams. If we get Watson, 10-6 is the floor. The floor.
All right, well...
This is obviously under the assumption we get Watson. If this is, like Trey Lance or whoever, even Zach Wilson, probably down there at 8 or 9, and this is the Bucks. But when you have a chance to get a guy like Deshaun Watson, how do you not be biased?
Well, beware of these incoming comments, though.
You don't watch football.
Am I 1 seed?
And then yeah.
1 seed, I got the Packers.
Well, yeah, I have Packers as well.
Everybody has Packers. All right, moving on to AFC. The teams that just missed the playoffs for me. 9th, I have the Steelers. They're overrated. And the 8th, I have the Raiders. They have a good team. I just feel bad for the Raiders. Their defense is trash. What about you guys?
At 9, I'll go. At 9, I actually have the Patriots.
Ooh.
I think that, they had a lot of opt-outs. And I think that whoever they get at QB, which is hopefully not Cam Newton. I don't think it will be. I think they're a really big sleeper team. I don't think they'll make the playoffs, but I think they'll get the 9. And then at 8, I have the Colts, which
Ooh.
some people might not like.
People aren't going to like that one.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
I mean, honestly, in my opinion, I like the Carson Wentz move. I think he'll do good. But at the end of the day, I think
It's Carson Wentz.
more than likely it was like a very sideways move from Phillip Rivers.
Oh, well, Phil Rivers retired.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Phillip Rivers retired, and I think you just replace Phillip Rivers with like another Phillip Rivers caliber player.
I mean, he is teaming up with Frank Wright, who was his quarterback coach in 2016. So, yeah.
True.
And this is true.
I mean, my prediction could change if the Colts get like a true number 1 receiver.
Yeah, that is the problem.
Hopefully they will somewhere.
Because I don't love Michael Pittman. Although his
Yeah.
one's hot. Have you ever seen his like YouTube videos and stuff?
His vlogs. Yeah, it's your turn.
The 9 seed, I had the Steelers as well for the 9 seed. Steelers are overrated, although it's hard as a Notre Dame fan, diehard Chase Claypool fan.
Oof.
Steelers at 9. And 8th, there's going to be some people that don't like this one. I have the Dolphins again, barely missing the playoffs at 8.
That's fine. I agree with that.
I could see it.
And it's another thing of just like, you know, it's just like the Cowboys over on the NFC side. Wanted to put them in, just too many teams that would have made it over them.
Yeah, I agree. And the team for me that just made the playoffs, 7, I got the Browns. I mean, they all shocked us this year with that playoff win. But I have the Browns. I think they're going to have a way better defense next year, too. Their secondary needs improvement. I think that's going to be improved. And their offense is fine. I mean, with OBJ back, I think they're going to be way better. But I have them at 9 and 7. What about you guys?
I had the Colts just making it in at 7. Like I said, I like the Wentz move. I think it's more than likely going to prove to just be like another Phillip Rivers. But I did like the move a lot. And like we said, you know, teaming back up with Frank Reich, we got you know, that coaching tree and everything. He's got a good O-line, which is really the thing that he needs, because he's not smart with football, but if he has time to throw, I think he could still be really solid.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, obviously going on a team with arguably the best offensive line in the NFL, definitely going to be huge for him.
And then at 7, I wanted to put them higher, but I kept them at 7. I have the Chargers.
Oof.
I mean,
That's
their
fine,
team
though.
is so talented.
Hell
and
yeah.
It is.
Herbert, I think will I think he'll have an even better season. I mean, Keenan Allen, like, obviously speaks for itself. He's so good. Austin Eckler. And then the defense, they're getting Derwin James back, hopefully. Joey Bosa, like, their team is just so talented. I definitely see them making the playoffs this year.
Bro, people are saying that Justin Herbert's going to have, like, a really bad year next year, too. Like, what are you on?
I made a video about that, saying that he has a sophomore slump, but I think people misinterpreted it.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I made a video about it, but what I really kind of think is going to happen is, like, people have these expectations of him being this MVP candidate and, like, do even better than he did last year. Putting up a year like that twice in a row is hard to do. So I still think he's going to have an insane year and be like a quarterback.
I don't see him being an MVP.
Yeah, no, that's what I think. Is he's still going to have a great year and be like a top 10 quarterback, but I don't think he's going to be that top 5 MVP candidate people are expecting. So they're going to call it a slump.
Yeah.
I definitely think he'll do like pretty much just as good because now that Anthony Lynn's gone, I forgot who they hired. I'm blanking, but I think with a new coach
from the Rams, I can't remember.
New York. You might be right. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to coaches.
Oh, it was Brandon Staley.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that dude.
Yeah, the dude from the Rams.
Yeah. My 6th seed is the Chargers as well. What about you guys? Your 6th seed?
My 6th seed is Baltimore.
Baltimore, really? Okay.
Little low for the Ravens, I know, but I mean, Man, I know that what's his face, David Culley is gone, and so your passing game is probably gonna get better. But God, if you don't get Lamar a freaking receiver,
Yeah.
it's just gonna look ugly. And I think that they'll be blessed if they can get Terrace Marshall or Rashad Bateman in the draft. But I think the more likely thing is both of those guys are off the board and they're stuck taking defense or even offensive line, and they're just Lamar has another year of Hollywood Brown.
Bro, I just opened up Instagram and I see something. Russell Wilson would happily accept trade to Bears. What?
Get ready for bring in the jersey swaps.
Has to be cap.
Jersey swaps.
I don't know why he want to play for the Bears though, but we have to
I don't
get back on track.
but,
Nah, he's not.
No, I'll go ahead and go. So at 5 this is a bit of another hot take. I had the Chargers all the way up here at 5.
Ooh, I was gonna put them at 5 too.
It's like we were talking about. Anthony Lynn's gone. Herb's gonna have a good year, not an MVP year, but I think he's gonna have a really good year. Got Keenan Allen already. Got Austin Eckler already. Literally, you take Rashawn Slater with that, like, I think 13th pick. Get Herb some protect on his blind side. Oh yeah.
Okay, so I forgot to say my 6. I had the Dolphins. I think Tua is gonna do really good. I think he's gonna surprise a lot of people. And at 5, I have the Ravens. I think that the Ravens are gonna get a receiver in free agency, and Lamar's gonna play like a top 10 quarterback. And obviously their defense is really good, so I think they come in at 5.
Okay, now for our division winners, the 4th seed, I got the Titans. Derrick Henry's a monster. They got Ryan Tannehill has good weapons, and their defense is kind of good too. So Titans are always.
Same here.
I feel like the Titans for the next 5 years, they're always gonna win their division. I just see it.
Well, yeah, because unless Trevor Lawrence comes in and is like a top 5 quarterback his rookie year,
Yeah.
it's gonna be. I think they're gonna rule the division for a while.
Do we all got the Titans?
I do indeed.
What about you, Ryan?
Okay, at 4, I have the Browns.
Whoa.
Ooh, interesting.
Damn.
Yeah, I think at the second half of the year, Baker was actually playing super, super well. I honestly think I did my like top 10 quarterbacks for next season. I had Baker at like 8 or 9. I think he's gonna play really well. I doubt OBJ will be back, so like, but still, I still think they're gonna do really good and surprise a lot of people. They have that hella good running game with like that insane O-line. Like, I don't know. I have them at 4 though.
Respectable.
Intriguing.
3rd seed, I got the Ravens. Oh wait, yeah, you did the Titans. 3rd seed, I got the Ravens. I still think they're going to be. Their defense is insane. I think that's what's going to make them be a 3rd seed. But Lamar Jackson's going to be the same. He's just going to run everywhere. He's never going to throw because he has no targets, so it makes sense why he would run. And they do have the best running game in the NFL. J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards.
J.K. Dobbins is gonna have a good. I'm calling J.K. Dobbins as a breakout year this year.
Yeah, I agree.
For sure.
So I want to cheat a little bit and do my 3 and 2 together because they're both such hot takes.
All right.
3, I have the Bills, and 2, I have the Browns.
2?
2?
2.
Oh, shit.
Bro, these kids are going to be so mad at you.
I'm going to get absolutely slandered. But you know what?
Panthers at 2 for the NFC and Browns at 2 for the
Browns
AFC.
2 for the AFC.
And we still got to do our playoffs.
But I mean, it's obviously just a little having fun with it. But no, I'm a big Baker believer. I think he's a huge year this year. Finally breaks his cycle of being trash, playing good against a bad team, calling out the haters, and then going back. You've seen the meme.
Yeah.
The Baker cycle.
Yeah.
I think he finally breaks it this year and has just this massive year. I really like their defense. Zaven Collins, who I had mocked to them. He's a big dude. I like his potential coming in the NFL. I just like the Browns so much, and they're my dark horse team.
Bro, who's really
my dark horse team?
who's really a Browns hater though? I mean, like I think everybody likes the Browns.
It's hard to hate the Browns.
I feel so happy for the Browns when they won that playoff game.
Dude, I was so hyped.
And they almost beat the Chiefs too. It was like close.
It was that touchback.
Well, yeah, there's that fumble, and then like the last few possessions.
I honestly I have
After
nothing
Mahomes
against
got
the Chiefs,
hurt.
but I wanted the Browns to win that so bad.
Me too.
Yeah. 2 seed, I think everybody has the Bills here except Sean.
Except me.
Yeah, I have the Bills.
And 1, I think everybody has the Chiefs too.
Chiefs, yeah.
Yeah.
Chiefs. And now we go to playoffs.
I also think Josh Allen regresses a little bit. So.
Yeah. Now we go to playoffs. We can start with the NFC. Who do you have your wild card winners? Because we're not going to say, because we all have different NFC wild card games. So, who do you have your winners?
Y'all can go. I need to.
All right, yeah. So, my NFC matchups are 2 Bucks against the number 7 Vikings, 3 Seahawks for 6 Niners, and 4 Dallas against 5 Rams. I have the Bucks over Minnesota. It's Tom Brady, playoffs Tom Brady. Can't beat that. And then I actually have the Seahawks over the 49ers. Might be a little biased. And then I have the Rams over Dallas. Matthew Stafford, his first playoff win, I think. Yeah, and plus the Rams have a great defense. They'll shut down Dak Prescott and Zeke. Zeke is overrated too. He's just good because of his own line. That 1 year. That's really it.
Our wild card is the 2 Bucks against the 7 Vikings, the 3 Rams against the 6 Niners, and 4 Giants against 5 Seahawks. I got the Bucks beating the Vikings, and then it hurts me to say this, but I definitely think the Rams will beat the Niners. I hope I'm wrong though.
Yeah, our NFC West matchup. Our NFC West, the NFC West matchups in the playoffs are definitely like. I wouldn't be surprised if
That is so tough.
like when I picked the Seahawks, I wouldn't be surprised if the 49ers beat us. Like I really wouldn't.
Like I think the Seahawks and Niners are gonna have, because I mean I think the Rams are gonna win the division, but I think the Niners and Seahawks are gonna have an absolute like dogfight for who gets the place above, because just like it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean
And,
even
it'll be so close.
Even last year, or yeah, this past year, the Rams and us split the series. I think we swept you guys because you didn't have Jimmy G and Nick Bosa. I mean, the NFC West is always tough. Every
And
team.
the Niners swept the Rams, and nobody expected that.
Yeah, I mean that helped us though.
Yeah, and then I got the Seahawks beating the Giants.
All right, Sean, did you do
And
yours?
then you took your hats and t-shirts to Cabo. But, no, so I'll end the bias. Okay, I'll end the bias.
Upset.
7 Niners. Upset 7 Niners. It's a young team. Okay, don't worry about it. We're going to the Super Bowl in 22. It's not even that huge of a deal.
No, I have us going to the Super Bowl in 22.
I don't even know. It would depend on our quarterback situation, but 3 Rams, 6 Seahawks. I would probably take. This would be a game and a half. Now, as much as I want to say the Rams because of Matt Stafford, Seahawks are mad.
Hell yeah.
Mad this happened last year. They are pissed. They are not. They're trying to send Jalen Ramsey with his hat and T-shirt to Cabo this time, and they do just that. 2 upsets in a row.
I watched that game.
And
Went upstairs, took a bath, and started crying. Left the third quarter.
can't blame
Dude,
you.
it was the most painful game I've ever watched. It was so sad.
I can't blame you. I was working, but I was just periodically checking in, and I was like, ooh, it's getting good.
Bro, and the fact that it was so close till like the third quarter, like we could have every single drive it was 3 and out. Like we could have went up so much. But the Rams defense, I mean, don't sleep on that defense.
Defense.
Yeah. All right, continue.
And then the rematch, 4 football team, 5 Bucks. I would have the Bucks here. I don't think that's too much of a hot take. Coming off Super Bowl championship, been here, done that. Washington is young. They have a little bit of playoff experience now, but I mean they should not have even been in the playoffs in the first place. So how much of a experience do they really have? You know.
Yeah. And then
One division, but I mean it would be NFC East. So
Divisional round, I have the 2 Bucks against the 3 Seahawks. This is where our road ends again in the divisional round. Bucks are going to beat us. Tom Brady is going to make it to the NFC Championship once again. Then I got the 1 Packers versus 5 Rams. Another rematch, actually. I got the Packers winning a blowout game. Aaron Rodgers wants his revenge. And he's going to head to the NFC Championship once again. Bucks and Packers. You guys got yours?
I'm just trying to look at mine right now, make sure I got everything right here. So, here we go. 1 Packers, 7 49ers. I think this is probably where the Packers go on, get the first playoff win. They advance to the NFC Championship game, where they will inevitably lose because they're the Packers. And then 5 Bucks, 6 Seahawks. This is where, again, like Ryan said, this is where the Seahawks, this is where their road ends. Playoff Tom Brady is just a different animal. So
Yeah, you can't.
we have yet another Packers-Bucks NFC Championship game, and because that's pretty much an easy win for the Bucks.
Yeah, I got the Bucks going to the Super Bowl again, too. So for the NFC, we got the Bucks both in the Super Bowl. Ryan, what do you got?
So I have the 3 Rams against the Bucks, and I have the Rams beating the Bucks in the divisional. And then I got the Packers against the Seahawks. I think the Packers win and go to the NFC Championship again. Packers versus Rams. I think Aaron Rodgers is done with the BS, and I think they're going to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So, I don't think the Packers are going to make the Super Bowl again. It's going to be, it's going to be so bad if they lose 5 in a row, bro.
I did want to touch on, you had the Rams beating the Bucks, right?
Yeah, he had the Rams.
If there's any team that I would like beating the Bucks, it is most definitely the Rams.
Or just any team.
I
As much as I don't want Tom Brady in the Super Bowl next year, he's going to go back to back.
I could see it. I mean, Deshaun Watson might have something to say about it, but you never know. No, but I mean, I definitely see it back to back. But if there is any team that I really like their chance to beat the Bucks, it is most definitely the Rams.
I feel like the Packers' defense isn't that good anyway. I mean, they do got Jair Alexander, Zadarius Smith, Preston Smith, and Darnell Savage, but I just don't think that's enough. Their front 7 isn't really that good compared to the Bucks or their secondary. And the Bucks' secondary is young, so they're going to be there a while. We can do AFC.
Fair.
Yeah.
So true.
AFC, I got the 2 Bills against the 7 Browns. I got the Bills winning in a blowout. I got the 4 Titans versus 5 Colts. I got the Titans winning. Derrick Henry's going to run all over that Colts defense. And then I got the 3 Ravens against the 6 Chargers. I got the Chargers winning because of the passing game. Justin Herbert's going to throw so many TDs and a lot of passing yards. So that's mine.
Okay, I got the 2 Bills against 7 Chargers. I think the Bills win that. 3 Titans against 6 Dolphins. Got the Titans. And then 4 Browns against the 5 Ravens. I'm going to go with the Ravens. I think Lamar is going to shut everyone up, and I say they beat the Browns.
I agree.
Fair. I have the 2 Browns beating the 7 Colts. The 2 Browns. That's still funny to say. 2 Browns beating the 7 Colts. I have the 3 Bills beating the 6 Ravens. Sorry, Lamar, the slander is back on. And then I have this is where I have the upset in the AFC. I actually have the 5 Chargers beating the 4 Titans.
I could see
Bit
it.
of an upset, but I just think the passing game, it would be a shootout. It would be an absolute shootout.
Yeah.
But the Chargers defense is just slightly better than the Titans defense. So give me the Chargers.
All right. My divisional matchups, I got 2 Bills versus 4 Titans. I got the Bills winning. I got the Bills. I think they're going to find a way to stop Derrick Henry. They'll take the W. And then I got 1 Chiefs against the 6 Chargers. I was going to put Chargers. I really wanted to put the Chargers. It's a divisional matchup, so anything can happen. But I got the Chiefs. Mahomes is just incredible. Chiefs going to the AFC Championship game.
Respect you. Am I up next here?
Yeah, go.
All right, so I have now these AFC Championship these games are really interesting to me. I like these games a lot. 1 Chiefs versus the 3 Bills. Now, this is, 1 Chiefs against the 5 Chargers. That would be a good one. Give me the Chiefs. Be 2 great rookie, unlikely rookie quarterbacks. Both great passing games. Give me the Chiefs. And then 2 Browns, 3 Bills. Much as I love the Browns and I want to see him go to an AFC Championship, I want to see him go to the Super Bowl. Josh Allen is just, he's not playing around.
Yeah.
Okay, I got the Bills versus Titans. I have the Bills winning that. And then Chiefs Ravens, I have Chiefs winning that. So same AFC Championship.
All right. So we all got the same, right? Sean, you got
Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my outcome for the Chiefs and Bills game, I got the Bills winning. I don't think
I did too.
they want revenge. I think they're going to find a way to stop Mahomes. I mean, after that Super Bowl, everyone's going to find a way to stop Mahomes.
I think the Bucs definitely were the frontiers of the how to stop Patrick Mahomes. But
Yeah,
at the same time, the Patrick Mahomes revenge tour, that's going to be a scary thing. But
that is true.
I also think that the Bills and Josh Allen, they're young and hungry. They want to prove, they're just up there with the Chiefs. They're not that step behind anymore.
Yeah.
I think I had them mocked like Travis Etienne.
Yeah, they need a running back. Yep.
I mocked him Travis Etienne, fix your run game, and man, that's going to be a hell of a game.
I mean, they're
the Bills over the Chiefs though.
And when you watch the last year's game, the Bills played zone, I think, the whole game. Everything down low was wide open, like little 10-down checkdowns, 10-yard checkdowns. They were wide open every play of that game.
Yeah, and then Clyde and Tyreek would just turn them into 20-yard games.
Exactly. Like, I don't know why they played the zone the whole game. And when you watch the Bucs game, actually, they played the Super Bowl. They played cover 2, and every single time Tyreek Hill ran a route, there was always another safety to help.
Right.
So hopefully the Bills, or even any team in the NFL, could finally pick up on that and just do that every game against Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill only has like 30 yards a game, and you're chilling.
I would not be surprised if the Bills beat the Chiefs in the AFC Championship, but I'm going with the Chiefs because I definitely think Mahomes is pissed off after not scoring a touchdown in the Super Bowl. I think they're going back 3 times in a row.
And all the slander about Mahomes is overrated. He's just in a good.
Bro, seriously,
he's definitely
just too good.
He's definitely.
No, yeah. But Super Bowl, Bills against Bucs. I think Bucs are going back to back. They're going to win it. Brady's going to have his 8th ring, and I think Brady will retire after his 8th ring, hopefully. So I got the Bucs winning it next year. I think the Bills are still young. This is like kind of like a test, but I definitely have them back in a couple years, winning it too. It's a Bucs win.
Man, I've been keeping up with the hot takes all day long. Might as well keep it up. Give me the Bills over the Bucs. We saw that picture of Diggs watching the Chiefs celebrate the AFC Championship.
Oh yeah, bro.
He's gonna be pissed off.
That's his motivation right there.
True.
That's the motivation. I like the Bills a lot, and I mean, I don't know, man. I just like the Bills a lot. So give me the Bills over the Bucs.
I'd probably be rooting for the Bills too in that game.
I would too, for sure. All right, and then my Super Bowl is Packers and Chiefs. I'm gonna be pretty boring here, and I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I definitely think, like, they're so mad, and I definitely think they're out for revenge this season.
Yeah, there's a good revenge tour.
With like that good of a team, like Travis Kelce and Mahomes, like I don't think the Packers would beat them.
Yeah. About Aaron Rodgers, too. Rodgers only has one ring, and I think only one Super Bowl appearance, too, against the Steelers. So what I have him going actually the year after because I made my next 5 Super Bowls. I have the Chiefs and Packers in 2 years, but I have the Chiefs winning that one. No way that Mahomes is going to lose again. And Rodgers retires with only 2 Super Bowl appearances, which sucks.
You know the Panthers going into those Super Bowls? Just out of curiosity.
Not in 5 years. I only did 5 years, maybe the 6th year.
Okay, that's respectable. That's respectable. I saw somebody who said, like, I think 24 or 25, they had, like, a Dolphins-Panthers Super Bowl. I was like, that would be super intriguing.
That'd be so lit too. Like both, it's just a weird matchup. Dolphins and Panthers.
Such a weird, and they're both seen as like poverty franchises, quote unquote. So like,
Yeah, you just cut off.
oh no, I was just saying like, so that'd be cool.
And then I think the Super Bowl after my Packers and Chiefs prediction, I have the Seahawks and Chiefs, but Russell Wilson wins it. Definitely not biased at all. And then the year after that, I have Seahawks and Chargers again. Russell Wilson retires with the 3rd ring. Not biased at all. That basically wraps it up. I think we're done here, right?
All right, yeah. It's been fun, boys.
Hope you enjoyed watching this podcast.
Second seed in the NFC, watch it. It's been fun. Appreciate y'all for hanging out.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to my channel and Sean's and Ryan's if they have channels. I know Ryan has a channel. I don't know about you, Sean. Do you have a channel?
I do not know, but you can follow my TikTok. Sean,
oh yeah, links in description. That sounds professional. Links in description. But that sounds professional.
Yep.
All right, peace out, guys.
Peace out.
I just ended the recording. I'm not actually leaving.